So, make a long story short, thank you guys for coming. I have been, I wouldn't say feeling blue, but this week I was feeling a little bit homesick, so I went to the supermarket and bought everything under the sun, which is something I don't normally do because I don't go anywhere, especially since COVID. I normally order everything. But I went out and I was like, oh, I feel like Oxtail. I miss home. I miss mommy. And my mom died when I was quite young. And one of the things mommy did was that she made sure we had fresh cooked homemade meals every day. And I just have memories of watching her in the kitchen, just baking up bread, baking Easter bun, putting stuff out on the veranda to rise. Yeah, that's what we called it in Jamaica, the veranda to rise. And hey Morg, I actually have one of her cookbooks. I couldn't find it this morning, but I have this one here. It's called The Hamper of Recipes from Jamaica. My sister-in-law gave it to me when I moved to the US, and because I was always one that loved to cook. So anyway, needless to say, oxtail is probably, if not my favorite, one of my favorite foods to eat. And so every time, so my Aunt Patsy, who most people who know me, especially people know me from New York, who came to all my barbecues, you know, when Aunt Patsy walked in with a pot of curry goat, everybody was following her because that curry goat was slamming. And she knows how to cook, and she is, I guess, maybe the best thing or the best replacement for my mom in my family. So I called her when I got myself together and I said, Aunt Patsy, I want to make oxtail. What's your secret? I said, you know, I don't have any scallion, I have onion. You think that would do? She says, you know, the scallion, give it a nice flavor. So I went on Instacart and I ordered some groceries, including scallion. And they just delivered it. And that's what you saw me cut up when I just started. So the book says season with salt and pepper. I don't know which Jamaican you know that's going to season food with just salt and pepper. That's the first thing. I was like, okay, I have to call Aunt Patsy because just seasoning with salt and pepper alone will not do. I'll tell you what I put on here if I can remember. These pieces are kind of big, but hey. Anyway, so I season it up. I have adobe, which is my go-to seasoning. So I seasoned it with adobe, the one with the blue top. I put some salt and pepper, like them say. And I have this Blue Mountain seasoning, Blue Mountain Oxtail seasoning that I had bought a while ago. So I put some in there, not exactly. I wasn't so excited about it last time I used it, but I tried it again. And I had some dried thyme because the supermarket didn't have fresh thyme. And then of course I had my good old Walker's Wood Jerk seasoning, so I throw some in there too. And some low sodium soy sauce. And I just let it marinate. I did that just before I decided to go live and send you all the message to say I'm going live. So I let it marinate since then. So it's been marinating for an hour. And so in the chopper, I put an onion, half of a large onion. I put some pimento seeds in here. I put some dried thyme since I didn't have fresh thyme. I put the piece of country pepper that we talk about. And I just blended it up fine, you know. That's how I like it. So Aunt Patsy said, get a piece of fresh ginger. I find a half-dead piece of ginger in my fridge. So I peel it and I put it here. Sorry for the patois for those who don't understand me. Hey, Terry. And the book here says you're supposed to squeeze some lime in there at some point. I don't know when. So I just have it ready just in case. So I have my Instapot here, which, Aunt Patsy, are you there? You need to use your Instapot. So my Instapot has a saute mode. So I have put in here in the pot, I don't use vegetable oil, I use coconut oil. So I put some coconut oil in here. And I not to understand how it works, you know. I just try it and hope something happen. But anyway, it's supposed to be heating up now. I think there's a red light on, which means It's heating up. It's screaming at me. I don't know what that means. In preparation for this video, I turned down my AC. I have a fan blowing in front of me. I feel like I'm Beyonce. But anyway, yeah. Anybody who knows me long enough know that I need a fan blowing at me at all times. I'll also let you all know that I have my two little furry friends here. They might start barking. Please ignore them. They're part of my natural aura or natural whatever. So I think they should be ready now. Let's drop a small piece in there and see if we get any bubbles. Yes, you hear that cinch? Yes. So put another piece in. Put this big buckeye piece in. Alright, so we'll make that one simmer. I just added like another tablespoon or two. Yeah, and I use coconut oil, but you can use vegetable oil. Okay, I think I like this sear better than what I was getting before. I'm using the Instapot for everything. I don't like washing pots, Terry. You know me, I'm LAZY. So I'm sauteing in here, and then I'm gonna pressure in here. It's a one pot mix up. Auntie Faye, you don't need no oxtail from me. You can cook oxtail better than me. Is it looking good for real, guys? Oh, I'm so happy. What time you want me to come? Come whenever. Because by the time I get done cooking this, I'm going to be like, I'm not hungry anymore. I think I can start taking out these small pieces now. All right, you see all that goodness on the bottom of the pot there? That's all that flavor. All right, we're coming down to the wire, guys. I already took out 4 pieces. I'm just letting it cook until it browns on either side. And you gotta watch it and keep turning it, because you're trying to brown each side to seal in the flavor in the meat. That one holdout there that I'm just trying to sear that other side, because this is a big chunk of meat. I'm not gonna wait anymore. All right, so in the pot, of course, you know, we have the what we call in Jamaica the bun bun. But this is where all the goodness is. So what I'm going to do now is, this is the stuff that I chopped up in the chopper that I told you about before. The onion, the garlic, scallion, pimento. I'm going to put this now in that same oil that we just sauteed the meat in. So let's get up some of that burnt stuff off the bottom before I add the flour. Angie, how am I doing? Angie's my big chef friend, you know. This is pickle pepper sauce. And I have some chickpeas, which I'm going to add as well, because, as you know, I used the liquid part of this to make some chocolate mousse yesterday. So I'm going to just use the chickpeas in here, because I love chickpeas. And now we have to add some flour. I'm kind of following this recipe. I'm not really following it. So to add this flour here. Lord Jesus, how much flour? Let me see what the recipe says. The recipe says 3 tablespoons of flour. Making a roux, which is basically just the fat and the flour and the seasonings. Should come together. And you're also cooking the flour, because you don't want, the flour is a thickener, so when the heat hits it, the gluten activates and it acts as a thickening agent in your gravy. But you don't want to have raw flour, so you want to make sure it cooks. So they said cook for 8 minutes. I don't see the ingredients. Oh, here. Vinegar, onion, sugar, tomato paste, salt, peppers, raisins, ginger, mango, cloves, thyme, garlic, black pepper, and orange peel. This is some good stuff. I'm gonna add a little bit more flour. All right, guys, I think I'm going to add the water. So this is just a mixture of water and chicken stock. Let me see how much water the recipe had said. 3 cups of water, so that's not enough. So the flour is gonna thicken this up. Oh, okay, so Angie says port wine. Andy, my Swedish British friend. So Sherry, I should use port wine instead. Okay. Now we have that gravy boiling. It's a little bit thick. I don't know if you can see it. But so now we're gonna add the meat back in here. Try and get everything below deck. Close. And then I put this on meat stew to pressure. I'll do meat stew for 20 minutes. I feel like I want it a little bit softer. And I'm gonna add some more ginger, garlic, and oops, shit. I'm piment. All right, so I added the sherry, I added that. I'll put the lemon juice in. Squeeze it this way so I don't get any seeds in. I'm gonna put it back on for another 10 minutes to pressure. Oh, Grace Spence just joined. Wow. The queen herself has joined. Shocking. So Grass, you missed most of it. I'm out of entertainment ideas. So I figured, you know what, at this point, let's just pause. We've been on for almost 2 hours and I will just show everybody the finished product. And cheers. Thanks for joining, guys. Love you. Mwah. So the second 15 minutes, the 15 minutes of pressuring finish. And I just add the 1/4 cup of ketchup like them say. And I'm going to add in the butter beans. Alright. And then, like I said, I was going to put some chickpeas because I don't know what else to do with this. Actually, I might save some for my salad. I may have some sweet pepper here cut up. I'm just going to put that in. I like sweet pepper. Alright, so I'll let this simmer for about 20 minutes more. And then hopefully by then it will be ready. Alright, guys. So put in the ketchup, a little more sherry, the beans, and let it simmer for 20 minutes more. And that's what we have. Looks good. So here's the end product. I made some cabbage to go with it.